It's another Wednesday evening and it's another Duckhook Golfer show. Yes, we're back with our regular panel and the man of the moment, the man most informed, I reckon, on the Duckhook Tour, Ronnie Volherter. Let me start off by saying thank you for watching. What a jam-packed week we had. We had three games in 7 days, and now we have a bit of a break. Starting with Silver Lakes, then the Wanderers and South Downs. Everybody, how are we on this splendid Wednesday evening?
Hello, everybody.
How's it, guys?
Come on.
Good. Okay, so who's been playing golf? Ronnie, first of all, have you had a round since South Downs? Have you been working hard?
No. Actually, I'm still on a high. I don't want to have another round. I'm afraid I'm going to shoot in the 90s, so I'm enjoying the low round as long as I can.
Great. Well, we will catch up with Ronnie and find out exactly how his South Downs round went. If you didn't know, Ronnie is a two-time winner on Series 2. He won at Reimsig in February and then South Downs 2 months later. So congratulations. What's on the show today? Well, we've got a matter of reviewing the Wanderers. So we'll quickly look at that, the results, hear what the winner Simon Mayer had to say, feature groups, head-to-heads, and then we move on to South Downs. We'll have a look at the little video and the results and the same of the norm. Then we hop over to the Durban League. They had their April round. We'll see what happened there. And then we're going to look at the singles and the team match play leaderboards. Very, very interesting after another month completed. There's a lot of games that's actually happened. You'll be very, very surprised. So let's get down to it. First of all, I want to say hello to some of the men that are watching. We've got Hansi Arman. Let's just move you down here. Hello, Hansi. Thank you very much for updating our match play. He assists us with all the updates. Lyle, Nant Manna, Nant Lyle, Shandon Schaefer, always watching. Hello, boys. Quibus, nice to have you. Is it Friday yet? Yes, there's a bunch of the boys going on a golf tour. Donnie, you part of that? Oh, two of you are part of that, right?
Yeah, looking forward to the weekend.
It's going to be good fun. Yeah. Kiro, how's it? Carl, nice to see you. Sepp Roberts, Graham de Villiers, sup gents. Okay, well, Hanu, and it goes on, the list goes on. If you have any questions for our panel, please drop them here, and we will try our best to answer that. Ooh, I was going to Preston Randall, and then Rion Mkski. Hello, Rion, welcome. I don't think you've played with us before, but welcome. Hopefully you enjoy the show. Wanderers it is. Well, what happened at the Wanderers? This was the result at the Wanderers last Thursday. Simon Mayer taking the victory. Now this, you might wonder, is his first Duckhook victory, taking a -4 on a countback over Ashwin Barath. Nice to see Simon actually winning it. He won the overall title from most consistency point of view last season for the Thursday League. Then we've got Josh Datnow -3, Trevor Miller -3. Ronnie, there you are. So there your form started hitting on -2. Dylan Bowles, Bobby van der Spey, Donnie, another top finish. Richard Stewart, steady as ever, and Conrad Pretorius. So let's hear what Simon had to say, and then we'll catch up with Donnie and Ronnie on how their rounds went. This is what Simon had to say. Simon, here we are, your first league victory. Tell me, how are you feeling?
Yeah, no, I'm really chuffed, you know what I mean? I managed to win a league last year, but I still hadn't had a victory, so it's nice. It's been 3 years, so it's about bloody time. So
Talk us through your round. Great round of 40 points.
yeah, it was good today. I think the course was playing nicely. The greens were rolling very well, so it was literally trying to put it in the fairway and put it on the green, and that's what we were doing, and two putting and getting around in par. I had a couple of stupid doubles, but managed to pull it back. That was the winning putt there, Amber.
So for 9 handicap, great round of golf of 76, Simon Mayer. Well done. It's good for defending your Thursday Series title. You're moving right up into the top 5. Plans for the rest of the season?
Yeah, look, I just want to keep it consistent. So I think what everyone's saying is if you're above 30 points around, then you got a shot. So, getting a nice 40 here does boost things a bit. So we're quite happy.
Donnie, you've played with him quite a bit over the last couple of weeks. Talk about how he's improved.
No, definitely. Obviously Simon takes his golf very seriously. He looks like a very fun guy on the course and stuff, but his golf he's really passionate about it. Obviously, it's like he works a lot on his game. Even Len helps him from a swing perspective. So he's gone through a lot of swing changes over this last sort of, like, I would say 4 or 5 months. Just to get his swing a lot better. Also he's done a little bit of equipment change as well. His driver is absolutely bombing it now. and it's also more controlled. So that's quite nice. But also, he's worked on his fitness also quite a lot. He's going to EMS. He's spending some time there. He's getting his fitness back. He's also his strength in his back. Also he's getting that. It's like better. Than what it was. So yet again, kudos to Simon. He's really putting in the time and effort. And you can see it paid off at at Wanderers.
Rodney, -2, 38 points, another underpass score. Tell us about your round quickly.
First time I played Wanderers, I actually enjoyed it. I think the greens ran nicely, and I enjoyed the fact that I could use driving iron on about 80% of the holes. So you always had a chance to attack the green. But no, I must admit it went well. The short game has improved. I mean, I spent a lot of time on my short game, and that helped a lot with saving strokes. I mean, you're always going to have that 1 or 2 pulls or pushes, and the short game helped me there a lot. But yeah, anytime I can use a driving iron, I'm always happy.
Great, and then we'll look at how the current top 10 standings are. The website is updated if you want to go and have a look how everybody is standing. But first of all, let's have a look at the pins on the day and see who took those. Well, Sean Salmon decided he's going to come and feature on most of it. Par 3, 6, Sean Salmon, right? And then par 4, 8th, which was the closest in 2. Let me tell you this story. I hit it close. I managed to put my name on the board, and it didn't even last 10 minutes. Then Sean came behind me and then stole it away from me. So well done, Sean, for some good golf on the day. Frikkie Barnard takes the par 3 17th, putting it closest and winning himself to come spend some time with you, Johnny. So I don't know what Frikkie will want to do, but maybe you need to work on your team match play communications. That might help. Group stuff. Group stuff. Baz, take us through the groups.
Cool. So it's good to see Trevor Miller taking Group A. Fortunately beating Paul, Richard, Hansi and Billy. And then, we got the winning Group B, Simon May. Unfortunate for the rest. Tough to beat a 40-pointer on the day. And then Dylan Bowles, he finally took a group for us in Group C. Maz, hard luck there, bud. Yep. Hopefully soon to see your name highlighted in the next show.
It's coming. It's coming. Right. Let's have a look at the head-to-heads. You'll be interested to see we packed the red team, and the red team won. Randall Chetty as the captain, 6-4. So now we catch up 1. So it's only 3 behind. So well into the red team. The red team consisting of Randall, Peter, Donnie, well done Donnie, Nico Ritz, Leon Westhuizen, Frikkie Barnard, Henry Hall, Ewald van Wyk, Gerard Maritz and Brian Owen. Let's see where the winners came from. Kevin Ho is captain of the blue team, took the win. Peter took a win. Donnie, you took another win. Nico took the win. Leon, Frikkie, and then Sean took the win for the blue team with Richard. Gerard for the red team, and then Shane Skinner for the blue team. So well done to the blue team. Right, very good. I had a comment that flashed by me from Frikkie Barnard. Wow, nice. Yeah, well, you have to. Oh, so I was with Donnie. Let me just let you in some insight. I know why the Mighty Ducks suck this season. Because I played around in golf not too long ago with Donnie. And every time I was just off the fairway or had no shot whatsoever to play, Donnie would see a little window. And he'll say, why don't you go through this gap, hit this, and then go there and go there. And I'm like, dude, how? I'm not that skillful. So I can only see how you guys were playing at teammates. And you were telling Frikkie hit certain shots and then he didn't. Because your expectations are ridiculous, Donnie.
Well, like we have to just say, it's like, Maz, remember that, it's like in the week when we played, it's like they had Modderfontein. I think it's the 10, 11, 12 hole. You wanted to punch out.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I gave you an extra ball to try and hit, and he actually did get the ball over the water. So, you see, I always think guys can get to their potential. So, like Frikkie's now a better golfer, better player, so his skill level is going up. So
it's coming. We're going to look at the team match play logs, and we'll see how it all goes. Well, Alfred from Cleveland Strixon Cleveland, came to visit us at the Wanderers once again, and they have the new wedges. So here's what he had to say about the new Cleveland wedges.
Let's have a look at our wedges. So we've got kind of two models out in Cleveland. We've got the RTX zip core wedges out, which will be those two models over there. So the RTX zip core wedges, more for your players clubs, your players, lower handicap guys. What we've done with these new wedges is we've created a little bit more grooves in the wedges. So if you take the older wedges and you count the grooves and you count the new zip core grooves, there's more grooves on here. These grooves are 7% closer together, hence we can add a bit more grooves. They're 7% deeper as well, the grooves. So these wedges are really about feel and spin and giving you the best results around the greens. Wonderful spin with them, wonderful feel. We've got a new shaft in here as well, the dynamic gold spinner shaft. This shaft over here weighs 128 grams. It's slightly softer in the tip, so what that helps is it gives the ball a little bit more grooves when you hit it, and we'll add a little bit more spin. We get them in the silver, we get them in the black, very fresh, very clean. Black one is getting very popular now as well. People like it behind the white ball, easy to line up, eliminates glare, and obviously your traditional silver wedge is available as well. We get them in 6 low bounce, 6 low, 10 mid, 12 full, so we cater for all kind of angle of attacks and players out there. So we believe if you play with cavity back irons, you must play with cavity back wedges as well. And these wedges are all about forgiveness as well. Nice spin that you get out of them. They've got the V sole, slightly thicker sole as well, so easy out the bunkers, easy out softer conditions. We do them in the 115 dynamic gold shafts, so you'll notice the shaft is slightly lighter. So yeah, that's our wedge lineup. Please check us out and test the wedges, and let's get those scores down. Thanks.
Don, we've got these wedges in the studio.
Of course, yes, yeah. So, just to all the fellow ducks, if you guys think you are struggling around the greens, it could be like that you've got the wrong bounce in your wedges, so give us a shot, give me a shot, come through. We will help you definitely better your game around the greens. And like Matt said, we've got the wedges there, so you can try them. So just give me a shot.
Well, Kelly says, love that wedge. So it's obviously working for him. And Barry, thanks for joining us. Hello, peeps. Right, South Downs is next on our list. This is what wrapped up the April events here in Gauteng. South Downs, let's have a look at the results quickly. As we know, the reason Ronnie's on the show is because he had an unbelievable round of 43 points, teeing off in the morning. So he basically sealed the deal before everybody else even started with a -7, a personal best, which he'll tell us about in a moment. Richard Stewart coming in second. Nice to see him carrying on his good form. Basil, a great round of, I think it was 67 for -1. Great. Good to see you continuing the low scoring. This comes after Glenn Dower's 64. Randall Chetty, yet another top 5 finish. Jamie Sherry, good to see up there again. Jan Venter, Karuna Kuni, Peter van Beek. Dylan Biles, another good top 10. And Gerard Snyman. Right. Video first, or do you want to tell us about your round, Ronnie? Video, round, video. Tell us about your round. Tell us.
Okay. Donnie spoke about Simon and how passionate he is about golf. I mean, I really like golf a lot as well. I mean, really, it's how I pass my time if I'm not doing the rat race. And I mean, especially the last 2 or 3 months, I spent a lot of time understanding the swing, the basic principles of the swing, weight transfer, wrist angles, all that kind of stuff. And probably for the last 2 or 3 months, I also spent about at least 2 weeks, 2 days a week on the range, trying to understand how everything works. And what I actually realized in the round, it's the first time I really applied it at South Downs, is just to focus on the stuff that's in your control. Focus on the stuff I know make a big difference on my swing. And I actually only I focused on that, and only here towards the end of the 7th or 8th, where we started from the first hole, I realized I was putting together quite a decent round. Now you guys know that 7th, 8th, 9th is is a hell of a difficult stretch. And at that stage, I was still -1. The last time I played at South Downs, last year, I think I shot a 91. And those 3 holes really hurt me. So I went in there with a bit of how can I say, scar tissue. And just stuck to the stuff. I practiced stuff that I knew worked for me. I made a bogey on the 7th, and then luckily on the 8th I made a birdie, and that was just due to a lacquer 7-iron from about 160 meters. Came off better than I thought, and the 9th. Because then I realized I could actually shoot for the first time in my life a 9 holes under par. As soon as the nerves came, I hit a shank straight right, just before that bush, and just punched out and thought, hell, at least just try to make a bogey. Just keep it. Just don't make a double bogey. And then again, great iron shot. I think I hit it about 30 centimeters from the pin, and had a tap in for my first sub-par 9 holes.
Well done.
And then the second 9 came, and then the normal plep and stress came out, and then it was just scramble to try to save the round, and it didn't win bad. I think I shot like only four bogeys on the second 9. When I started with Duckhook, and I decided, hell, I'm going to really make some effort in my golf and see if I can't improve. My first priority was to break 80, and the second thing was I've never had a round where I didn't score a double bogey, and I did both on the same day.
Well done.
And if you keep it tight and you don't score double bogeys, then you're going to score a low round. So I must admit I'm quite chuffed with my round. But the thing is, I'm chuffed because I really put in the effort. I really put in the effort in my game, short game, putting, long irons, and it's lucky to reap the rewards. I mean,
it definitely sounds like Ronnie, you definitely putting in some professional practice in there, and taking the time to get to know your game and to know what you're doing under pressure. So the importance is obviously to find yourself within that game, and once you get that, that remedy together, you become unstoppable. And also, shooting under par after 9 is an extreme accomplishment, especially for an amateur, because you very seldom do it. But once you do it, it just gives you that utmost confidence to do it again. So very, very well done, Ronnie, to shoot an under par round. And let me tell you, I have the utmost belief that you'll do it again, regardless of whatever golf course you play. Just the way you speak of your golf, that's the most important part as well. Whether you're playing good or bad, you need to be optimistic and stay positive about your game. Stick to what works, and just keep grinding it out. So I think the next one for you to shoot 74.
Yeah. So the thing is that helped me develop my golf greatly. I started to understand what my bad shots were and what was the cause of my bad shots. And I mean, as soon as you don't feel, how can I say, frustrated or how can I say, useless when you hit a bad shot, and you start understanding, okay, I hit it right because I didn't close my wrist, or I didn't close the club face. Then you can start improving, and I mean, then at least you feel like you're doing productive time on the range. But as the target drove me, the you get, just the more you want to play in the. Like I say, I actually wanted to go hit the range again today. It would have been my second time this week already, and that's the thing. It's
Ronnie,
burning
I
you.
can just disrupt you there. What were you for your par 5s on the day?
I think I actually went even. Yeah, I went even. I had one birdie, one bogey, and that bogey was on the last par 5. And the only reason that is, I didn't play as aggressive as usual, but I think I went even, and I went even. But the par 5s was definitely the ones that was my more scoring holes. On South Downs is a shorter course, and the reason.
I think. Sorry, Ronnie. I think that's the most key point for you moving forward, is that you take advantage of the par 5s regardless. If if you can go 7 under par and you possibly 1 over or level par in the par 5s, you know, you're turning your round from a 76 to a 73, and you haven't even lifted a thumb, you know. So just a mental shift of attacking those par 5s a little bit more, whether you take an extra club for your second or you lay up if you miss a fairway, you know, those vital small percentages it turns you around completely, you know. So, again, well played, and just the next round of golf you play, don't go out with an expectation that you're going to break 80. Just go do your thing, have the same mental approach to your game, and I can guarantee you'll shoot close to 7 under again.
Cool, gents. Nice conversation. Nice to hear from you. I think, Ronnie, if I'm not mistaken, you started the season close to a 17 handicap, and now you're down to a 10, and you won off that 10, so you're going to go down now. It just shows you, everybody, that practice, 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 and the guys are taking it seriously. Thanks for all the awesome messages that has come Ronnie's way. Have a look at the video of the day at South Downs.
So South Downs is one of those courses where if you go for glory you can shoot very low, but you can also get a lot of shit. So I'll hit driver probably most holes just for the sake of it. So you leave yourself with 20-30 meters in a lot of those holes. If you want to be the smart thing, you can just hit a 4-iron off most of the holes and have like 120 in. So you got to be quite strategic. If you haven't played the course before, 2 or 3 of the holes will really trouble you.
You had a practice round during the week. Tell us about the course.
Yeah, our course is looking beautiful. The greens, I think, are some of the best we've played on this season. So I think it's going to be a very interesting day, and you know, who knows, with some of the longer guys might go quite low. So we'll see how it goes.
It's drivable.
Cheers, mate. Game today, Peter. Big game.
Big game. You do one for bonus points. Stay in this.
Good luck.
Thanks, mate.
We're playing against the leaders in our group, Kobus and Peter. They're both on great form. So we've got a really good game for us.
Yeah, we think we've got our ducks in a row, so excuse the punt, but yeah, like anything can happen. It looks like a great course, but yeah, we're looking forward to it, and we wish our opposition well. Right?
How's your game going?
Yeah, all good. Back to all square. Nice little birdie here, so still going. Pushing hard.
Yeah.
Much better than the first 9, but I'm happy.
How's it going?
I made 3 birdies in a row. That's not too bad. First one, par 3. Hit it close, made the birdie. Second one, hit it close, chipped it close, made the birdie. And then the third one, chipped in, swish from out of the bunker.
Great day at the course. So we went off first, so the course looked brilliant in the morning. The first 9 was my best 9 ever. I shot a 1 under par, first time I've broken par. So no, it went great. I had 3 birdies, the putts dropped, and yeah, luck was on my side. When I had a bad shot, the bounce was lucky. And just relax, so it went great. And now it's just wait and see what scores other guys can post. But no, overall I shot my PB, so that's always great. I've put in the hours on the range the last month or 2, so it's always nice to reap the rewards then.
J-Dogs, you're now the second team in a week to give the Mighty Ducks a hiding. Talk us through it.
I'll let the captain go first.
Well, it was a good game. It came down to the last, and I parred it with a stroke, so we got in the win that way. But we were up for quite a lot of the holes, and then Darnie went on the charge with a load of birdies and brought it back. And then the last 2 holes, it was all square, and I nicked him with a par.
How's your team?
Our team was good. We dovetailed very nicely. Jamie kept us together in the beginning. I came good in the middle, and like he said, he chipped in with a nice 4 for 3 on the last to dethrone ex-champions.
Duck, how was your day here with Duckhook, your debut?
It was very good. I love it. It's just men around here, but you know, it's so great. They all like give advice if you struggle with something. So I just love it. Yes, it's like been one of my best days, of course.
How was South Downs?
It's a nice course. It's just it's a bit narrow, like I'm used to, but I love it. It's like I struggle usually with the bunkers, but this bunkers was nicer to get out, so it was not difficult.
German, another victory here.
Yeah.
Well played. Tell us how it went.
Yeah, 5 out of 5 so far, so a good couple of games together as a team. Yeah, we started very slowly. I think we were 3 down with 7 to play, and came back hard at them, and eventually won the game 3-1.
Look, when we got drawn with the group with the defending champs and the runners-up, we thought this is a tough call, but we made it through 5 out of 5, so we're happy with the result. Yeah.
I'm sure they're very happy with the result, and watch that team. I think they're going to do very, very well. Right, let's do it. Have a look at the pins for South Downs. John Milo was closest in 2 on the par 4. 6, like right next to it, literally right next to it. He could have made the eagle. Par 3, 14th was Baz. Well done, Basil.
Yes, please.
Hit a good one in there?
Yeah, that was a great one. Sorry, which hole is that? I've hit a lot of good shots.
The 14th. Can you remember? No.
No, carry on. I forgot.
Right. And then Frikkie Barnard taking the par 3, 17th for the closest to the pin. It's going to be interesting. I want to see Frikkie at EMS so that we can have fun of him. Right. Let's have a look at the groups. Group A. Donnie, take us through this.
Yeah, obviously Jason Ivans taking that group on a +7, so I don't think the rest of the group had a good round going there. And then we can see Gerard Snyman taking Group B on level par, also beating Fats, Leon, Charles and Gideon. And then Group C, tied, Jeff Main and Brayton and Dueni. So it's like that was a tough group there. And then obviously Ricky Lowe on Group D on +1, beating Wayne, Matt, Ryan and Aldi.
What happened to the teams? Well, blue team back in action. Oh, that's 4 for the red team. And blue team back in action. But very, very close this time round. 4.5 to 5.5. So it's nice to see. So well done, Paul Ricketts, for winning for the blue team.
Finally winning something.
Yeah, finally winning something. Team consisting of Mark Bojo, Barry Fenter winning his game, Leon Weston winning his game, Kevin O struggled a bit on the day, Donna Perumal winning his game, Eddie not so much, Tao, ouch, that's a bit of a long day, +22, Jamie Sherry beat him on -1. That's a big string of shots. Tim Garner and Matt Beneka tying it, and then Janko beating Jason Dierken. So, pretty much that's it for South Downs. So, what does the standings look like, everybody? Yes, you're seeing right. The series winner wins a year's supply of Strixon golf balls of their choice. I'm sure they're going to go for the Z Stars or the, which one was the other one? XVs. So, Thursday League, here we go. Simon Mayer. Now what we've done, we've already eliminated the lowest of the games played. So these are 3 out of the 4. Simon Mayer and Andre Kotter take the #1 spot. But Simon Mayer's in the lead on 137 total IS points. Darnie, there you are on the top 10. #3 on 106. Only 2 points behind. Richard Stewart on 104. And when this came out, I was very, very surprised. Because I was like, how am I tied 4th on 104 points? I'm only 4 points back. And then Ryan reminded me that I'm averaging like 33 if I take out the Modderfontein round. Modderfontein was absolutely hopeless for me. So I cannot mess up a game. Otherwise, I'm just going to drop down this leaderboard. Frikkie Barnard, you're right there, 103 with Kevin Ho. Ruben Swart, 102. Henry Hall was leading this at one point. And then once the equation of the lows came in, and he didn't have a good round at the Wanderers, he dropped down to tied 9th. And then Carl van der Meulen is also tied 9th on 102. Let's move on to Series 1, gentlemen. Ranald Chetty is having a blinder in Series 1, having a victory. 115 points, tied with JP. That also surprised me. So JP, you're right in it. You got to chase Randall down. But again, I don't think you can make a miss another bad round. Wayne, you dropped to third. Pranay is fourth on 111. Corvus still there. Doesn't move much on this leaderboard. 108. Well done. Donnie, there you are. Another top 10 in the series. 107. Baz, you tied with Donnie. 107. Well played. And then Graham.
I'm after him.
Ryan, and Jaco. Nice to see between Ryan, Basil, and Donnie, the low handicappers are really, really playing well. And we can put Randall into that now because he is a 4 handicap. So the guys are playing really, really nicely. I wanted to just ask you, I'll ask you after this, Donnie, because once again, Donnie features in the top 10. This is Series 2, so I think you might be the only player to be in all 3 of them, which is exceptional work. Ronnie, there you are, 120. You've got an 8-point gap between you and second place. That's a lot of points so early on, but you've got to keep pushing. Kero is now 112, tied with Stefan Meyer. Baz, there you are, 4th. That's not bad of a +4.
In the mix, boys.
You're only 10 points behind Ronnie. Donna Paramal and Randall Chetty are right there. Donnie, as I said, you feature in again. Richard Stewart playing well in Series 2. Flicky just moving down to 104. But as you can see, lots and lots of work to do. Donnie, what is your goal for the season?
Well, I actually want to try and be the first Duckhook player to win 2 series. So if it's like Thursday, Sunday 1, Sunday 2.
Yeah.
Well, it's like as long as my game sticks to what it is at the moment, I'm focusing on mine. So it's like, but that's my goal. That would be quite
we've got
cherry on the
Ronnie
top.
working hard on his game too. You know, this silent ninja on the bottom end of this corner. Yeah.
The thing about the silent ninja though is his handicap is going to drop quicker and quicker. So
I already checked. Yeah, I dropped my 8.
You're 8 now. Wow.
Yeah, no, I just checked Highland Gate's handicap compared to last year. I'm 8 shots less than I at last year at Highland Gate.
So does that mean you're going to Highland Gate with some more experience, Ronnie?
Yeah, well, the thing is, what I learned now is the difference between the difference between a 17 handicap and an 8 handicap is just 2 or 3 mistakes. If you can just get those 2 or 3 mistakes, you can just get out of your system and keep it a bit more tighter. Then that's not that big of a difference. So yeah, I
like to tell a lot of guys the difference between a 17 and an 8 handicap is the thinking. If you think like a 17, you'll play like a 17. You manage your game correct, you put in a bit of work, and you'll play better.
Double bogeys, to be honest. I mean, I watched my rounds for a couple of the last 10 or 12 rounds. It's double bogeys. If you just eliminate or minimize double bogeys, the score is
way better.
Self out.
Yeah. And you know what the other thing that comes into the equation is when you have a camera stuffed in your face and you're on the last trying not to cock it up. That is a factor as well. Let's have a look at the Player of the Season race. Now, this is a little different. Last time we showed you average score. Today I wanted to show you who has been scoring all the points. Randall Chetty is leading the way on 1,893.38 points. And then Ronnie right behind him on 1,550 points. So well done to you guys. Your averages are going to be right up there, and you are playing plenty games. You need, once 22 events have been played, then the averages kick in and you'll see who is topping the leaderboard. Richard Stewart is 3rd. Alder Vree with an 850-point haul from the Masters is in 4th. Simon Mayer with his win at Wanderers moves over the 1,000 mark. And Frikkie, as always, in contention when it comes to the Player of the Season race. Donnie, there you are right there consistently. Kero with a win at EuroPM. Louis with a win at Michali's. And Jamie Sherry with a win at Copperleaf for the first Thursday League event. All feature in the top 10. As I mentioned, go to the website www.duckhookgolfers.co.za and you can see the entire list. All right, we are now moving to the match play. We are catching up what is happening. We're going to do the singles first, gents, so please help me go through this. If you do notice a mistake, just let us know and we'll correct it. But there is a lot of groups, as you can see, and a lot of info that has to go into these things. Group A of the singles. If you didn't know, let me just come out quickly. This is the virtual stage of it. You get drawn in the field that you've got to play someone, and then whoever gets the highest points will win. If it's tie, it's tie. Same thing. If you win, 3 points. If you tie, 1 point. It's actually interesting when you look at it. Some people just get drawn. Unluckily, when the good players are playing, they always seem to get drawn and then they lose the games. Okay, Cornell Erasmus leading Group A. And another reminder, the top 4 of each group will go through to the knockout, and then it will be in the same 4-ball head-to-head. The top 4 currently are Cornell Erasmus, Jacques Ravenstein, Peter Sicaria, Ruben Swart. You guys are leading the way. And then Sepp is almost there. He needs a couple of victories. Jan. And then Luki can throw a span in the works if he wins a couple of the games. But he's still got 5 left, so he needs to finish his holiday thingy and whatever he does, because he came second in the Player of the Race, season race last year, and is not featuring much this year. I think he took a hiatus. Group B, Clint Britters, 4 out of 4. Well done, Clint. 12 points. So he's pretty much going to go through in this group. Leon Oosthuizen, 6-1-3, lost 3, 9 points. Plenty highest points. If it's a tie and we have to decide who goes between 4th and 5th, it comes down to the points scored. So currently, Frikstan and Carl van Meulen round up the top 4. Hansi, as I mentioned, he's had a tough run because he keeps running into people who play well. Played 5, lost 5. Sorry, Hansi, that is a bit tough. Group C.
Yeah, but it's just so sorry to interrupt, but I think that you can also see that previous group is almost sort of like set with the 4 that's going to go through.
Pretty much.
The 2 bottom guys is like they're going to really struggle to get up there.
Yeah, it's almost done. Frankie Bonnet's actually leading something. It's not the teams, but it is the singles. Played 5, won 4, lost 1. 12 points, so he's definitely going to go through. Billy Hall, you pretty much got 2 games left against Dean Bester and Cyril Stain. I think he will go through. Steve Saunders right there. He's got 6 points. He's played 6, but lost 4, which doesn't help. Dean, Cornell, Cyril, and Jason. Jason also running into players who are playing well on the day. Let's move to Group D. Donnie, take us through Group D, as you are one of very few players who've won all their matches.
Yeah, obviously I'm on 12 points there. Then we can see Randall on 7. Sean and Rudy is like both on 6 points. But you can see they've got a couple of more games that they still need to play. So yet again, it's like they should get a few extra points up there. It's like if when they come back, obviously Paul Ricketts, unfortunately is like leading the pack from the bottom there. So sorry, Paulie, about that. But yeah, it's like I think that leaderboard can change in the next few weeks.
I'm sure Paul is busy cursing and saying he's hating this format simply because he's also running into freight trains whenever he plays. The guys are playing much better than. Sorry, Paul. We're still the teams, but it's not looking good. I'll show you now. Right, Group E. Ronnie, you are leading 5 out of 4, making it difficult for everybody else. You're guaranteed to go through with Simon, I'm sure.
Yeah. I think the same here with us. I think the top 3 is kind of set. I don't know what Hussein and Luki is doing. Definitely not playing a lot of golf these days. But if you look there at the bottom 4, I mean, all of them are on 1 win. So there is just if somebody can end strong, then they will also make it. But yeah, looking forward to the knockout phase. Maz, I think you, me, and Simon, we're through, and let's just see who can peak at the end. Kevin, Chad, or Robert. And yeah, Hussein still needs to play a lot of golf. Maybe he's the dark horse.
He needs to enter some of our rounds. All right, let's go through Group F. Tim Garner, 5 out of 5. That's very good. 15 points, definitely going through. JP, you'll go through. Carl van der Linde, not too bad. You've got a draw and a loss. Ryan Jensen, he's played 5. He's going to need to win this and cross fingers. Trevor Miller, Andre Kotze, and Kero. Kero's also another one who's run into a bit of trouble. Playing 5, not winning any. Drawing 2, funny enough, and losing 3. Let's go to Group G. We've got 2 more groups left of the singles. Richard Stewart, 4 out of 4. Well done, Richard. You're going to go through. 12 points. Jamie Sherry, not too bad, 6. Brian Owen on 6. Earvold played 3 on 4 points. But again, Fats, he hasn't won one. He needs to win a couple. If he wins, he's got 3 games left. If he wins all 3, you never know what can happen because they will move to 10 points. Ashley Harman, or Herman, he needs, he's pretty much got it. And Jordan is, again, he's got plenty of games to play. So anything can happen. Group AH, The final group, Jaco Jacobs, 4, played, 3-1, 10 points. Well done, Graham de Villiers, you almost in. Mark Bargero, you're almost in. Quibus, just hang on. You need one more win against Mark Bargero because that could be the swinger and you would be through. Peter Prince running into plenty trouble again. He mentioned to me whenever he plays, it seems like, I think he was like up against Mark at Modderfontein, Mark won. So that didn't help him. And Pranay's been playing very well. And then Jaco's also been featuring in the top 10s quite often. And then I think he might have had Quibus at Heronbank and lost to Quibus there. Pranay, Neville, yeah, you're the worst of the bunch, I'm afraid. Played 4, lost 4.
Good outing, good outing.
Right, okay, let's take a deep breath and move to the teams. The teams. Group A, we've got 5 teams. The Joiners making it easy. They've played 3, won 3. Joiners winning 2 years ago. It's Brayton Ndweni with Randall Chetty. So they'll just keep going. That's pretty much, they're going to make it, I think. And then Hoek Masalasin play a couple of games, but their points difference is already very, very -8. Swingers and Ringers. Ronnie, this is your group. You also need to win against Longshots.
Yeah. I mean, I know Longshots, they are trying to arrange for a couple of games now. I mean, I think both of them are quite low handicappers, so they need to have a good round to score good. But yeah, if me and my partner can just get past Longshots, then in the home stretch or in the knockout stretch, I must admit, Swinger and Ringer are hitting nice form. I mean, we lost to them at Silver Lakes, and both me and my partner, I thought if it was any other team, we would have taken it. So yeah, form definitely counts now. When your opposition is hitting form, you can win them on any other day, but that doesn't count.
Just a reminder, the top 2 of each group will go through in the teams to make the next. Okay, have we done this one? Group C, shit shots, 3, 1, 2, 1.8 total points with a bonus point. The Gamblers, so this could be tight. No, maybe not. Simply Irresistible would really need to win games, and Yaswa as well. But Digirotten Scoundrels have not played, so that is Group C. Let's move on to Group D quickly. Far From Par playing some good golf. They lost their first game at South Downs against, who did they play? Leon and Develt. So they lost there. But 6 points for them and 6 points for Shake and Bake with only 1 game to go. So all to play for. Spalding's in 3rd position. A slice and dice. Yeah, I think you're pretty much out of it. Group E, no clue men. This group hasn't played many games. Only Hit and Run have played 3, and then they've also made a bit of a hit and run of the whole thing and only got 3 points. Lucky Strike needs to play a game, so if they disappear, then maybe Hit and Run have got a better opportunity. But No Clue Men and Sultan of Swing played 1 game. Come on, boys, we need you guys to play these games. At the end of July, when we get to August, that is cut off. Doesn't matter how many games you played, whatever the log sits at, that's what it will be. This is my group. Baz, you're in this group. Crappy Filmals are 1-3. Played 3, which doesn't help me, and it doesn't help your team because you had a draw.
Yeah, we played Bacon and Eggs at Wanderers, and we managed to pull a half there as everybody played relative to their handicaps. So I think the power is in our hands in terms of who's going to be the top 2, you know. So the next move for us is to play Hano and Fats, which are the crappy Fillmores.
Yeah.
So... And yeah, we're going to bite the bullet and we're going to take them to PCC, you know, Hano's home course. And we're going to take them on there and we're going to hopefully walk out with a victory there and bonus point to, you know, solidify our top 2, you know. But we still got 2 games in hand. So yeah, may the best team win and most of all, just enjoy it.
We'll wrap this up with Group G. We've got this is your team. I don't know how much you want to say about this, but you're pretty much out of it because Hook Squad and Steady Eddie have run away with this entirely.
Yeah, no, like obviously Hook Squad, you know, the combination between Richard and Kero there is unbelievable. You know, Jason and his dad is also, you know, 1 low handicapper, 1 high handicapper. So, you know, obviously it was tough going, you know, for our games. You know, it's like Fricky and myself both played well over the games, but we just couldn't pull it through. But no, well done to both the teams there at the top. You know, it's like they played well and they deserve to be there.
I think both teams we need to look out for in the further rounds. Let's see how far they go. Finally, Group H, G-Force is probably going to make it through. The Kuna is on 7 points with a... Oh, how did they get... Oh, okay, they got a draw. The Butties, and there's a couple of games that need to be played in this group as well. So we'll update you soon. After May's rounds, we'll update everything. Okay, boys, that is it from my side. I've got two nice questions. One's a statement more and one's a question, and then we're going to wrap it up. Randall Chetty says, Donnie, challenge accepted, win 2 leagues. Sure, I think he is probably a bit more in the runner's seat than you are with the positionings he's in, so it's going to be a nice race to the end. Anything
Randall, just to let you know, my game so far this season is going out with me not practicing a lot. So, yeah.
I don't believe you, Donnie. I don't believe you.
Well, Maz is there. He knows. I'm not hitting the range that much. So yeah.
Yeah, but you're in the gym.
There we go. Final question, Basil. This is for you, and try not to answer it in 5 minutes. You have 1 minute, and then we're saying goodbye. There we go. Jacques Ravenstein wants, Baz, what's the difference between an 8 and a scratch? Very good question. Pity we're not giving anything away.
I'm going to try and keep it short and sweet, but you know, the realistic side is to make 8 less bogeys. You've got to sharpen your short game. You know, everybody can drive the ball well and hit your long irons well, but you know, those 8 shots come in when you're missing 8 greens. Simple as that, guys. Sharpen your short games. Short game. Make sure your equipment is well looked after. Even the ball you play with. Your affordable golf ball, you lose a couple of shots, and when you look at high performance golf ball, you save a couple of shots, the odd spin, on a couple of chip shots makes a big difference, so just tidying up from 8 to a scratch, it's hard work, but it's doable. If you can get to an 8 and consistently play off an 8, the next step for you is to change your perspective of where you are in your game. So break down your game, hit more fairways, hit more greens, hit less putts, and take stats of all of those avenues of the game. How many shots you hit out of a bunker and you make a 1 putt, So the most important part is to get pedantic with your stats. Okay. That will help you improve your game, because then you can always have a reference to where you need to improve.
That's it. Final words. Jacques says, thanks, Baz. Thanks, everybody, for your time. Thank you for watching. Enjoy your long weekend coming up. And yes, we've got plenty of action in May. 2nd of May, we're back at Jackal Creek. And then the 13th, we're at PPC. And the 23rd, I think it is, we're at CMR. That's it from the golf show. Say goodbye, everybody. Ronnie, you keep practicing. We want to see you down to scratch by the end of the year.
Definitely. Thanks, guys.
Cheers, guys. Good night.
Cheers, guys.